Good afternoon. My name is Russ Laggan. You are listening to the Attraction Advantage podcast. And today we have with me the one and only, if I had a theme song, it would be I Love You. You love me. You're my personal Barney. It's Frank Panunto.
Isn't that something after 4 days, there's still that much love going around here? I mean, we get a jingle every day. This is great. You put the jingle in my jangle, Russ.
Yes.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Good to see you, my friend.
Absolutely good to see you as always. So today we have with us a special guest. We have Ed Fordyce, and I am excited to have a conversation with you. I know you've been through some stuff, and you've seen some stuff, and you probably know some stuff because you've seen some stuff. So I'm excited to hear about that. I don't know your personal story, but Frank said, of course, that you are an amazing human being. I can understand that. From the second I met you, I knew there's something special about you. So let's dig into today. So Frank, why don't you kick it off today?
Yeah, I've known Ed for about 14 years, and there's certain people that you meet that, we talked a lot about authenticity yesterday, and this is one of the most genuine people I've ever met in my life. And Ed has touched a lot of people. Every time he speaks, it feels like there's a connection to somebody, and he just moves people. And I want to dig into that today. I want to dig into, just your ability to connect with people. So welcome, Ed Fordyce.
It's great to be here. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, Ed, why don't you give a little bit of your background and maybe that might add to, why you are who you are.
All right. So I'll do the Reader's Digest version. So the first thing that
Wait, is that the long version or is that the short version? We're going for Cliff Notes here today, baby.
It's a short. It's the shortest version that can lead to, I think, what you're talking about, Frank.
Yeah.
So roughly 22 years ago, I was dead in a crack house. And luckily, been clean and sober. Not luckily, I did what people told me to do, and I've been clean and sober for coming up on 22 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
And part of that was when my father passed away about 10 years later after I had gotten clean and sober. He was a great guy. I loved him.
Yeah.
And when he was passing away, I said, I give you my word that every person I come in contact with, I will do my best to impact their lives deeply.
Wow.
And I took that into my real estate world, the leadership world, the training world, coaching world. And, usually when I get together with agents, whether it's their first coaching appointment with me or even a recruiting appointment, about 65% cry. Because I've just been, everybody has gifts. You guys have incredible gifts. That's my gift, to connect with human beings at a soul level, a deep level, quickly.
Yeah, Ed, I think you just hit on something right out of the gate. I mean, like you just put the lumber on the thing and this ball's going to fly for a while.
Yep.
Connecting yourself to something that's bigger, better, stronger, and higher than yourself. That connecting to, listen, we all have this stuff, right? We all want to make our parents proud, right? And you're going to connect to that, making your dad proud. And every single thing you do, you can tie back to something that's bigger and outside of you. And that really kind of keeps you on path and on track. And I find a lot of people that are really driven, they have something that's bigger than them that drives them. And when we get people that aren't driven and they're not living their best life, they're making it all about themselves, right? So having that thing for a driver on the outside, I think that's actually key. So
yeah,
glad you have that.
It's Jesse Itzler brought it up. Like my best authentic self. Yeah. The other thing that, you guys, I'll probably pass away before you do because I'm older than you. You better come to my funeral.
I just look really good, dude. I'm old as hell. I tell everybody, I'm like, I look great for 75.
What kind of food are you going to have there, Ed? That'll dictate a lot of it.
Oh, it's going to be good,
all right,
man.
Boy.
It'll take years off your life, but it's good. Hey, we were in San Diego. This is a great story. I'm going to tell this story. We're in San Diego, and we're sitting in a little restaurant in the Courtyard by Marriott in San Diego, right in the Strip. And we're having this conversation, and the waiter comes over and he goes, "Would you guys like the hand-cut potato chips, hand-fried, homemade potato chips?" And Wendy Forsythe was sitting next to me at the time, and she looks at the guy and she's like, "Wow, that sounds like that'll take years off your life." And the waiter looked at her deadpan. He goes, "Yeah, but it'll take off the shitty years."
Yeah, it's true. Hey, a lot of truth in that.
That's too cool.
But Ed, you talked about it. Jesse hit on about soul. And he talked about if you have $1 billion here and nothing over here, $1 billion times. That
billion
hit me
times
more.
zero is zero.
If there's anything that hit me this week more, it was those two lines.
Yeah.
You have lived your life since I've known you as times a billion being the soul.
Yeah.
So how has that fulfilled you, and how do you feel that helps you when it comes to attraction?
It's just like number one, like I really care about people.
You do.
You've
Yeah.
seen me
It's
speak,
authentic.
and when
Yeah.
I end, I always say I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like I've made that decision.
That's how I feel about Frank.
No doubt about it.
I'm trying not to
Yeah.
like the guy. I can't help it.
Yeah. And when I've seen, I've spoken at prisons, and when I say that to the inmates, I look for the angriest one that looks at me like, "How dare you tell me you love me?
Yeah.
No one has told me that." And I'll zero in on him. If you want to see a giant man tagged from head to toe, angry, break down and cry because somebody finally told them that they loved them and meant it. Holy crap. So my connection is like, I want to dig, I want to know, man. And I always have a list of questions, man. And it usually is like, tell me who your hero is. Why is that? Right? Tell me about the best day of your life. Tell me about the worst day of your life. And I can tie it all in with attraction and helping human beings like discover what's already been inside them. We all have greatness inside us, man. Yeah. But when we can hit that point of like, why are you really effing here? Like, what's your mission? What's your purpose? Like, let's go, man.
You know, it's interesting. We saw Chris Voss the other day, and I've seen him now twice, and he's been rolling in some of our circles, which is pretty cool. And one of the things that Chris Voss said, which is part of a negotiation tactic, and I was really surprised by it because I've been doing it accidentally, not intentionally, but I found that this particular question happened to work really well. And he would ask people in this process, what do you love? Tell me about something you love. And the process of having them connect to something they love and having and communicating that to you automatically connects you to them, and it completely changes the context and the texture of every single conversation. So when I do attraction, I'm talking to a broker. It's like, tell me about what you love to do. What do you love about this business? Man, it is a complete game changer. So you're accidentally doing a very similar version of that, and that's part of the why you're seeing the result. I never knew why I got the results I got.
There you go.
I mean, I knew part of the same, but that part of that is very, very powerful because it attaches to people. It attaches people to you really fast. So brilliantly done.
Yeah, thank you. And the other question is, tell me about the proudest moment of your life.
Yes.
And it can't be when your kids were born.
Yes.
Yeah. That's off the table.
That's off the table.
That's a given.
Yeah.
There
You don't
seems
like
to
your
be
kids.
a common theme, though. You know, we've had a couple guests here over the last couple of days, and one of the other guests, we asked a question to, and he said, "You got to get curious.
Yes.
You got to get curious."
Yes.
Here he is saying he's getting
Jesse
curious.
Zagorski.
Yeah,
Get
but you're talking
curious.
about the same thing, but even at a deeper level. So
Yeah.
there seems to be a common thread of building a relationship and building that trust with somebody.
No doubt, man. Yeah.
And it's funny because a lot of people say, you know, hey, I want to change people's lives, and I'm like, it's not what you say, it's what you ask.
Yeah.
Right? It really does come down to what you ask. Because if you're just lecturing them, it's just going to go right over their head. But when you ask them questions, it starts to get into their soul and makes it about them. If you make it about them, you'll win.
I was just in a mindset class, and about a year ago, and I love that. I'm going to coin their phrase. Mindset is a myth. We hear it in this industry. Mindset.
Yes.
You have to have a great
Overused.
mindset.
Yes.
What is a great freaking mindset? Like, and this is what I've learned. Mindset is nothing more than brain chemistry.
Yes.
When we can figure out how to physiologically, did I say that big boy word?
That's what and you didn't even stumble.
That was good. All right,
Dude, impressive.
Nail that.
Do you spell it with an F?
Stuck that
I
landing,
think
buddy.
so. Yeah.
You stuck the landing.
Can we
Physiologically,
stop recording right now?
Thank you, everybody. That's our time.
There you
when
go.
we can physiologically like attach mindset to what chemical
It's a
is
chemical
coming out of our
experiment.
brain.
Yep.
Game
Yep.
over. Life
Yep.
is brilliant after that. You can't think yourself into a great mindset.
Right.
You have to move yourself into a great mindset.
How do you do that?
Yeah. Number one, start moving. Number two, and gratitudes, like deep gratitudes.
Yes.
The 4 questions that I ask myself every day, this is how you move it.
Yeah.
Number one, how do I want to feel today? Ask it out loud, answer it out loud. How do I want to feel today? Answer it out loud.
Nice.
Who do I want to be today?
Yes.
Answer it out loud. Number 3, what do I want to receive today? Answer it out loud.
yes.
And number 4, what do I want to give today? Do
Wow.
that, everything changes. The right chemicals are flowing.
Wow.
The right chemicals are flowing. That's it. That's what happens.
How many times when you ask that question, when you ask somebody who they want to be today, do they say Frank Panunto?
Yeah.
He's waiting to hear that,
A
yeah.
lot more than you think. Yeah. And that's why I have a thriving coaching business. I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
sure. Yeah,
we need work.
No, but Ed, it's
great.
powerful. I mean, I'm sitting there just replaying what you just said in my head. How can somebody not be engaged with you if you bring those four
Yes.
pillars of your foundation to every conversation,
Yeah.
how can somebody not connect to you or at least want to get to know you?
Yeah, and that will, just us talking about it, our central nervous system is being primed right now. Our brains are being primed right now. If you want to change your life, ask yourself better questions. I know we all know that, but we have to practice it.
You know, I think, I mean, this ties in a little bit with physics, and I'm sorry, I'm going to go nerd on you here for a second.
Again?
But when you get into quantum physics and you get into quantum entanglement, there's a certain thing that happens when you have this type of engagement and this type of exchange, and you're really kind of like hitching a chain to somebody else's soul. Really, I mean, it's really making that connection, and you can take that connection, pull it all the way apart, and there's still a connection no matter how far apart you are. And I mean, that really is part of that process of getting on that same wave, that same vibe, that same feeling. And then that can stick with you for a long time afterwards. So creating that feeling makes a difference. And I think it sounds like the questions you're using are brilliant at that, by the way.
Yeah.
Very, very, very clean, clear, brilliant way to connect to people like that. I love that.
Yeah.
So that's the key to attraction for you, is making that connection, right?
The connection, it's a vibration. It's a feeling.
Yes.
Right? There's a connection that can, but really vibration. And that's why I believe people trust me right away.
Yes.
Because they can feel it.
Yes.
Chris Voss, brilliant mind.
Yes.
There's different things out there that a human being just knows when they can really trust another human being. And it's a vibration. It's literally, it's a big boy word that I can't think of right now. But
But you know,
it's quantum physics.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
literally
Well,
quantum
and it's
physics.
the energy and vibration. Everything's energy and vibration. You guys can argue it all you want, and where it came from, I don't believe what you need to believe, right? It's all good on that, but it's measurable now. Physics is showing it. The science is showing it. It's real, but you can see it. Like, here's the simplest version in the world. You ever see somebody walk into the room and you're like, whoa, right? Women are great at this, right? They're a little more in tune with this. They can pick that up. They call it women's intuition. And you know what? We guys have women's intuition too, but we're too manly to call it that, so we call it gut feeling. But when there is a feeling, and if you start paying attention to it, you know when you meet somebody good. Like we've got Ian Wheatley standing in the room with us. That's a good dude, man. You can tell that's a good dude the first second you meet him. I was like, that's a good guy. I like him a ton. Over Zoom, I liked him a ton. So there's that vibration, and I think that's an important part of it, and paying attention to it.
Yeah. So I want to finish up with, so you've been here about a year now. And you know, look, Ed, you're a life coach. You're a business coach. You've been around. You've seen it. So how's your first year been here? And what's your biggest takeaway from being here so far?
Yeah, my biggest takeaway is a learning lesson that I didn't dive in right away.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I was busy doing my stuff. And now that I know, between myself and our team, we all know EXP inside and out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My belief system is, it's how I felt 15 years ago. It's like, there is not a better company like to be with.
So when you became the person that you needed to be, you found the thing that had the vibration that matched the thing that you needed to be, and that's how attraction works, right? But a lot of people are like, well, I'm going to attract the right thing. It's like, no, you got to become the right thing to attract that thing to you. So if you're not attracting to you what you want and what you need, become the thing that attracts that to you and what you need. And it sounds like that's exactly what you did too.
Exactly. There's the business that makes sense. The model makes perfect sense. It's I'll go up against anybody with that.
Sure.
Yeah.
But there's also the quality of life
Yeah.
that this can put us in a position that no other company can.
Yeah.
My
Absolutely.
belief system's at 1,000.
I heard something. I adopted it about a year ago too, where it's like you look at the past 12 months of your life, excluding family, take them out of it, and you look at the group of people that you spent the most time with in that past 12 months.
Yeah.
Did that group of people get you closer to the person you're trying to become?
Yes.
And your goals that you have and your vision, or did that group of people take you way farther?
Yeah.
So I've really, maybe because I got into my 50s, right? That I really put a lot of weight into that now. And I really am very purposeful about who I surround myself with and who I get into business with. And because I want to be around like people, and I want to be around people that get me closer to who I want to be.
No doubt.
Yeah.
All right, Ed,
that's huge.
last minute, man.
Yeah.
What do you got last? Exiting comment. If you could drop something on us, what do you got?
For any human being out there, just get real, get raw with yourself.
Yeah.
Do the work you need to do.
Yeah.
Like, make your life a masterpiece.
Yeah.
For the next 18 months, do the work that you need to do
Yep.
to make your life a masterpiece.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Well said. Well said. Well, there you go. Attraction Advantage podcast. You just heard Ed Fordyce knocking it out of the park, bringing us some nuggets, bringing us some big nuggets. He dug a hole and dug a nugget up out of that one. I love this. So, Ed, great to get to know you. It's my pleasure to get to know you. I'm looking forward to building a better relationship with you long term. And thank you for being on the Attraction Advantage podcast. And again, of course, always, Frank, I love you, brother.
You too, my man. Thank you, Ed. The power of Ed.
See you next time.
Yeah, man.